The culture to everybody. We are back again. We in the building, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, we got another casual movie review. And if you know, or if you're new here, how casual reviews work, here's how it works. We don't know everything. We are casual fans of everything. So I ain't gonna go into these movies looking for the pristine CGI or the immaculate storytelling or their pacing is whatever. The actors were woo la la and all that. I don't know, man. I'm not a journalist. I'm just a casual fan who enjoys going and watching fun movies. That's just me. All right. So today's movie, we have Fantastic Four: First Steps. This is a Marvel produced movie. As you can tell, I got my Marvel shirt on because you know how to represent, because I love Marvel, as you know. And this movie is Marvel's first attempt at the Fantastic Four. If you don't know, Fox were the original holders of the rights of the Fantastic Four. I believe they had at least 3 or 4 movies. I think they had like a old 1990s movie that never came out. Then you had the Fantastic Four with Chris Evans as the Human Torch, and then you had the recent one Fox did back in like 2016, I believe, where they had the new Fan Four stick, as they would call it. Wow. And while I enjoy the Chris Evans ones as the guilty pleasures, they were not the best, I would say. They're very cheesy, and they're just guilty pleasures, honestly. So for this movie, this is Marvel's full attempt at the Fantastic Four. And I will say this movie is good. I enjoyed this movie pretty well. Now, I am not too familiar with the Fantastic Four. I know of them. I've seen them in cartoons. I've seen them here and there. But in terms of just knowing everything about Fantastic Four and, them being Marvel's first family, I'm not well aware of that, of their history or their villains. And because I'm not aware of that full history, I don't go into this movie with full understanding of the dynamics. Now, I know Reed is quote unquote kind of the leader. Ben Grimm is the muscle. Johnny Storm is the playboy kind of frat dude. And Sue is considered like the den mother, or the mother of the four. So that was my knowledge of the Fantastic Four. Now, how did this movie do in terms of portraying those characters? I think they did really well. My favorite was actually Johnny. Johnny, like watching the movie, Johnny is more than what he's portrayed in other iterations from what I've seen. And I actually like that about him. I actually like this a lot about this movie because they don't play into just the stereotypes of only Reed is the smart one. No, everyone here has a role to play, and it makes them competent. It makes them seem like they're all smart in their own ways. Of course, Reed is the smartest, but they all contribute in their own ways of how smart they are. Sue's smart, Johnny's smart, Ben's smart, but they still have their own quirks to them that makes them who they are. Of course, Sue is, being the mother, she's very caring, and the whole premise of the movie is just trying to like protect her son, pretty much, and protect the family, pretty much, and you can see the dynamics that she has with everyone, in terms of just, how she's feeling about the team, and as well as about how she feels about her son. I will say that is probably my one critique, and this is probably something I've noticed a lot with recent Marvel movies, is they're very short. This movie, I think it needed a lot more time just for the crew, the team to really showcase their personalities around each other. Because you get snippets of it here and there. You get some of it here and there, but you don't get it as much as I personally would like. Like with Johnny and Sue, they're supposed to be brothers and sisters, but I think there's only like maybe 1 or 2 scenes of them together actually having those moments. Sue's relationship with Reed is more prominent than her relationship with Johnny, or even Ben for that matter. Ben and Johnny, they have a great relationship back and forth. And it's cool to see them together. But I wish I just needed more of that. Like I said, this movie's not that long. And honestly, I feel this movie could definitely benefit for like another 40 minutes, maybe 20, 30 minutes, maybe. I don't know. Because I as far as the dynamics go, I just wanted more of it. You know, I feel like they just needed more of it. Now, I will say this though. The standout for me was definitely Silver Surfer. I think her name in the comics is Shala Ball, and I think that's what they call her in the movie as well. Oh man, she was cool. That whole, there's a sequence in the movie that is just so spacey, so cool. I'm a huge science fiction guy. I love science fiction. And they did some action sequences in space. I'm like, oh, that's awesome, man. I would just go to just to see that whole sequence. That's just fun to me. That whole scene was just so much fun to watch. I love that. So yeah, I enjoyed that. The action scenes were really good. You know, I wish they did more with Reed. I don't know if Reed's powers, you know, him being stretchy and all that. I don't know if it's hard for for them to like make it look cool, you know, having stretchy powers and whatnot. In animation and cartoons, you can make it look as cool as you want because they can stretch to an infinite amount of degree. But in live action, I don't think they have the ability to make it look convincing and make it look, you know, as what's the word I'm looking for? Utilitaristic, or something that's being utilized efficiently enough. You know, I think Reed, you know, his power is more how smart he is, not necessarily how far he can stretch, you know? So, but yeah, I think that. All in all, guys, man, this movie is a lot of fun for me. You know, it's the last superhero movie of the year. And, you know, compared to all the other ones, I really enjoyed it. You know, I still probably prefer Thunderbolts better. But this movie is really good. It's fun. It doesn't have as much humor as, you know, previous Marvel movies has. In fact, I didn't find myself laughing hard at many of the jokes, or if I couldn't tell if they were jokes or not, because they just felt, you know, kind of stiff a little bit. You know, they had their little small moments here and there, but you know, it wasn't as comedy centric with this family, which I enjoyed. Not everything has to be jokey, right? Not everything has to be jokey, but it's still fun. It's still fun. So that's my review of the new Fantastic Four movie, First Steps. Like I said, I enjoyed it. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, as always, my people, my friends, please like, share, and subscribe if you like the video. Please let me know. Comment what you think about the movie. Oh, and of course I have to, you know, rate it. And if you know, I don't do the whole 1 through 10 or 1 through 5 or stars or whatnot. I just say how I feel and just rate it in a casual way, you know. So as a casual person who enjoys these things, I would say casually go to the theaters and watch it. Like, let's go watch it. It's fun. It's fun. I think you'll have a great time with it. Get some nice popcorn, get some nice drinks, and you'll have a great time. But as always, my friend, like I said, if you like this video, please like, share, and comment down below. Let me know what you thought about the, you know, movie, or if you plan on seeing the movie, or maybe you want me to review something else. I am down for anything. Casually Cultured is always down for anything. We are here for the long run, my folks. 100 subscribers, of course, please. Let's get that by the end of the year. That is my goal. 100 subscribers, always. All right. With that being said, my friends, I'm out. Peace.